Right now in Virginia Beach, a man is on trial for the murder of his ex-girlfriend. Joseph Merlino is accused of killing Ellie Tran with cyanide on Valentine's Day, and that happened last year.
So this morning, the Commonwealth's Attorney's Office nulled processed the second-degree murder charge. And now Merlino only faces first-degree murder. 13 News Now reporter Allie Weatherton is live outside of the courthouse.
Allie, what have you learned so far?
Well, Christina and Lucy, in the last 30 minutes or so, the fire alarm actually went off here during the courthouse and people had to come outside. Now, before that, jury selection was just getting underway. The judge was asking those potential jurors if they knew anything about this case, heard it on social media, or saw it on the news. Now, while that was happening, Joseph Merlino sat in the courtroom with a blue suit, writing on a notepad. Before the potential jurors were in the courtroom, the judge asked Merlino if he was, quote, satisfied with his attorneys. Merlino took about a minute to answer, eventually saying he was not fully satisfied because his lack of ability to see them, and the process has been prolonged. His attorneys say they saw him for over 2 hours on Friday, and they feel like they needed more time to go over stuff related to the trial. Now, the Commonwealth's attorneys say they had enough time to prepare. The judge denied the motion to push the trial back. Now, the jury selections will go on for most of the day. I'm told the trial will last about 4 to 5 days. Live in Virginia Beach, Allie Weatherton, 13 News Now.
All right, Allie, thank you for that update.